There is a deeper issue certainly in terms of the NGO sector, but particularly in relation to these so-called environmentalists who, give nobody credit for doing anything. And they deem to be correct all of the time. But when you do investigate, a lot of them would be based in the cities. They know nothing about rural living. So they have no right to tell us how to live in rural Ireland. And I think that certainly there needs to be more done. There needs to be an overhaul of the NGOs in this country. They're getting huge sums of money. They're getting sums of money from taxpayers. And that needs to be questioned, because from what I've seen, and certainly in terms of An Taisce, they've nothing good to say. They've nothing good to contribute. They're no way constructive. They're disruptive and obstructive.
What do you think of certain government TDs from the government parties who live in rural Ireland or represent rural Ireland ostensibly, and they have been speaking out bitterly against this? Do you think that it's sincere, or do you think that I remember in the statement that was made by the Rural Independent Group, you're saying it was kind of hollow because they are a member of the parties who are causing these problems in the first place? What would you have to say to some of these TDs?
Well, look, at some of these rural TDs who have come out with statements could well be well-meaning, but I think that they need to do more. They need to ensure that the government parties take action against An Taisce. Words are no good. We don't need any more empty rhetoric. We don't need people playing two sides of the ditch. We need to make sure that these TDs, if they want to prove that they're sincere in their call for action to be taken against An Taisce, they need to pile the pressure on the leadership of their own parties to do so. And if their parties don't do that, well, then they need to walk away from those parties, because they're supposed to be representing the people of rural Ireland. That's what they're supposed to be doing. So those rural TDs, they have a mandate. They were elected by rural people in their rural constituencies. So to show they mean business, they must put the pressure on the government, their own parties, to reverse the decisions and to indeed stop propping up An Taisce.